Hello and welcome to another video of learning life science with me. I am Suvarshmita. I will be teaching you various concepts of life science in an easier way. So today we will know about bonds of DNA. Before knowing what are the different bonds of DNA, let's know what is DNA consists of. So this DNA is mainly consist of sugar, nitrogenous base, phosphate groups. So this sugar is mainly deoxyribose sugar. It is deoxyribose sugar because there is loss of oxygen in 2 prime. That's why it is different from sugar, from RNA. And nitrogen bases, it has adenine, thymine, and guanine, cytosine. And then there is your phosphate. This PO4 minus. So what are the bonds? Because there are different things, three different things: sugar base, the nitrogen base, phosphorus. So how do they connect with each other? What are the bonds? So mainly we'll be studying about four different bonds. There are four different bonds are there. So between nitrogen base and nitrogen base, here this is hydrogen bond, there are some glycosidic bond, there is phosphoester bond. So where are they present? Suppose there are two strands. So there is two strands of DNA has two strands because it is a double strand structure. So one strand contains, let me zoom it. So this is your one strand. One strand contains sugar, your nitrogen base, and phosphate. So this is one strand, and this side is another strand. This nitrogen base, sugar, and phosphate. So how these two strands connect? So the ladder like structure, this ladder are formed by so by these nitrogenous bases. Okay, suppose here in the nitrogenous bases, suppose adenine is present, it will bind to thymine with two two bonds, two hydrogen bonds. And if there is G and C, so it will bind to connect with each other using three bonds, but these bonds are hydrogen bonds. So between the nitrogen base and nitrogen base there is hydrogen bond. So what is the bond between sugar and nitrogen base? This is N-glycosidic bond, which I have mentioned over here. Between sugar and nitrogen base, nitrogenous base, it is N-glycosidic bond. Okay, and what is the backbone of this DNA? The backbone of DNA is, as you all know, this is sugar and phosphate. DNA is consists of sugar and phosphate backbone. So how do they connect with each other? So here one sugar bind with one phosphate. This is suppose your phosphate, it binds with one sugar here, another sugar here. This is this one is one nucleotide, this one is another. This is from complementary strand. Okay, this is one nucleotide, and this is another nucleotide here. So this phosphate binds with two nucleotides here and here. So this sugar and phosphate binds with each other using phosphoester bond. So this sugar and phosphate also bind with each other using phosphoester bond. Okay, but there so when we talk about two nucleotides like this sugar and this sugar, nitrogen base, this nitrogen base, so they connect with each other using phosphodiester bond. So there is one phosphoester bond here, another is here. So this form phosphodiester bond. So let me show you. So this is your hydrogen bond here, this is your hydrogen bond, this is your N-glycosidic bond between sugar and nitrogenous base. This one is N-glycosidic bond. So another is here, this is phosphoester bond between one sugar and phosphate, and this is also here phosphoester. So all this total bond is known as phosphodiester bond because it connects two phosphoester bonds which further actually helps in connecting two nucleotides. So finally, let me summarize it for you. What are the bonds? The bonds are the bonds between sugar and nitrogenous base is in glycosidic bond. Between two complementary bases, complementary nitrogen base, it is hydrogen bond. So A will bind with T by double bond and G will bind with C by triple bond. So between two nucleotides, as I show you here, this is one nucleotide, this is the second nucleotide. These are different. These are different. Two nucleotides. Between two nucleotides, it is phosphodiester bond. Between two nucleotides, it is phosphodiester bond. So between sugar, so this is one sugar, ribose sugar. This is your phosphate. So between sugar and phosphate, it is phosphoester bond. Okay. I hope this will help you. Thank you.